Oh, I didn't even check. I'll check that after. What's up? You go back to sleep. I just need an end. Oh, it's cold in here. Ooh. Where is the team? Why? Mother effers. Yay. Get to be on the losing team again. Why? I don't want to try at all. This team sucks. This is depressing. I'm cold. Trying to figure out what I was doing. This ain't too bad. Oh wait, never mind. I never know how this one goes. Hurt. Y2A, how's it? Oh, hey you, how's it going? Oh, it was Y2A. I knew Y2A always did the hello. And hey, you, how's it going? What? Why? Why? you're not gonna renew it?
Vault Hunter, come back whenever.
I stole the baby.
That's usually how subs work, so you're not... Why is it $100 a month? What the hell? Why? That doesn't make any sense. Is that how much it normally is in, like, where you're at? That's just stupid. Yeah, no, I don't pay anything like what you're paying. That's ridiculous. I wouldn't be playing it either if it was that expensive. What? It doesn't make any sense. Is that like a tariff or something? Can't believe they're doing a tariff on a game. That's just stupid. Yeah, here in the United States, it's way cheaper than that. I pay... Well, maybe I shouldn't. It might make you mad. I won't say diddly squat then. I'm not saying anything. I guarantee if I was paying what you were paying, I wouldn't be playing. Yeah, like 14 something plus tax is about 16. And then plus I pay for my retainer, so $25 a month if I pay for the extra retainers. No, it's 25. It's $2 per retainer and I have 4 extra, so I'm paying about 25 a month. Because it's $2 extra per, so. 2, 4, 6. So I'm paying $8 extra in addition to my 15. So about $23, $24 a month. So not bad. I guess you're gonna go back to playing other games then. What you got on the docket? I think they're gonna leave me dead. It's okay. Floor tank. Oh, cool. So what's the game? Jedi Survivor. Ooh, Star Wars game. Nice. I've seen a lot of people playing that recently. I hear it's really popular all of a sudden. What? Wow, that's expensive. Y'all's games over there are just... wow. No, that's just too expensive. I don't know. And people, what's crazy is people are probably paying it, but yeah, that's way too expensive. You know, the most time-consuming part of the day is stupid dailies. And I've been like, since I really can't use these right now, I've been buying my weapons for my 90s. I don't even know why I'm bothering with that. Because they're not going to be 90 for long. Forest of the Last Shepherd. I'm trying to earn nuts. These nuts thingies, I guess currency bag, the bags of nuts here for the mounts that I want to buy. That's what I'm trying to do. Not like that, Y2A. You know, it is freaking cold in the house. I don't know why it's this cold. The A-rank monsters? Which ones am I hunting right now? That are not on the hunting board. Oh, okay. I might have to start looking into that. Just give me something to do. Okay. And welcome back. I don't think I saw you yesterday. If you were here, I didn't see you. Yeah, you were quiet yesterday. Well, I guess Robin Nostra was short-lived. Oh wow, I didn't even notice that. He said one of our groups is nothing but girls. Love it. In one of the groups, anyway. still haven't decided which role I wanted to start with as far as, like, you know, the class roles. I don't know which one I want to start with first. Hey VY, out of your opinion, which one do you think is the least favorite of the group? And I'll do that one first. I like to save the best one for last. I don't know if I'm supposed to be chasing after this thing. I forgot to go pick up my book. Oops, I need to go pick up my book. At least this one's quick. Yeah, today's Lyft and Uber rides were just excruciating. Nobody wanted to talk today, so I was like, damn, how do I not fall asleep with these people that are just so quiet in the back seat? And they keep in one direction? Jesus! Okay, apparently not. That Reaper's gonna die like yesterday's old dinner. Oh, damn, I'm disappointed. A little. What? Oh, reset day? Yeah, I still gotta go get my book. How's it going, Dragon? Give me a second, I'll give you a shout out. I don't know why I didn't go grab it, but I didn't. Oh, I finished it almost pretty much on Wednesday or Thursday after it comes out. Although it might have to wait until I get back from getting my son. I'm supposed to leave sometime tomorrow, so I will not be streaming tomorrow or Thursday. As I'll be out of town. Plus I have a desktop. It's not like I'm packing that up and going anywhere. Unless I get back Thursday night. No, I won't be getting back Thursday night. Probably sometime Friday. Yeah, I know. But why wait 2 weeks when I can just turn it in a week? That way I get another one the following week, so no sense in waiting weeks. Since I've already like went the whole year without turning them in, I might as well turn them in every week at this point. He died. Separating them. Why? Nope. I'm gonna let him die. That was dumb. Okay, let me go get my book. Alright. Alright, got my new work. What we got today? Yeah. Oops. Frontlines. Let me see. Stormblood. Oh, that would have been great yesterday, but yeah, whatever. Shadowbringers? Oh, so just complete any one in Stormblood, one in Shadowbringers. The creator, that's Alexander, the boss dude. 5th to 4 circles. Oh, these are all different. They've changed. I don't remember that one. Ew. You guys are gonna make it harder this week. The last one. Treasure dungeons, okay. I never had half of those things. I just hit like in the main Dawntrail. So for the longest time, all I would ever get was AAR stuff up to Heavensward. So that's usually all I ever got in my book. Yeah, I see that now. I didn't start getting that until now. My stuff was like super duper easy. I would just go do it. Like one day, done. Just unsync it, do it, good to go. What? Really? Oh, bastards. Okay. Let's go back to Dairy Nash. Can you like imagine I had that for a year, super duper easy book stuff for a year, and I just didn't turn them in. Didn't. Till like in the last month. Hell, I'll never let myself live that down. Needless to say, on my current adventure that I'm working on YouTube, he ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna forget that. He is definitely not gonna make that mistake. Nope. Let's see, where are these things? Killer bee. I'm just gonna look it up. No, I don't. I think I have 2,300. I need 3,100. And if I want the mount from Shadowbringers, that means I'll need to get collect. But I'm working on the. I've been working on the one from Endwalker. I'll look that up at some point. I didn't even really know about that until VY said something. Nope, never done one. Nope, never done one. It's all good. I'm just doing this to pass time while I'm in queue. I don't want to do like quest stuff while I'm in queue because every time I get in cutscenes, it gets cut short. So I'm just doing this to kill time. Yeah, I'm on, whatever the role-playing server is. Bal something? Balrog or whatever? That one? Yeah. Are you sure it's quicksand that it's sticky with? I don't go into the quicksand. You can be a role player without going to the quicksand. But yes, that server. Nice, congratulations, Dragon. Oh yeah, I need to give you a shout out. I'm sorry, Crypto. Cryo, give me.
And I still have like so many scripts to turn in.
Yeah, I heard rumors about quicksand. And because somebody said it was really, really bad or don't go there, of course, anytime anybody tells me not to do something, I'm gonna go do it. Because I'm like a cat. Curiosity kills the cat. And I go into the quicksand and it was surprisingly normal. So I don't know what was scary about it. And there was a lot of people. But there was nothing weird in there. And here I was thinking it was going to be like a Goldshire on Moonshire. Or Moonsguard or whatever. So yeah, I was a little disappointed. I was like, nah. It wasn't that big a deal. Unless I caught them on a good day. It just, nobody was weird. Moonguard Goldshire? No, those weren't rumors. Oh, God. It may be tame now, but back in the day when World of Warcraft was the biggest thing, oh, God. If you wanted easy money, just go to Goldshire, take everything off with your bra and panties in a girl character costume, and people will throw gold at you like no tomorrow. And some might even have offered their Skype information, you know, because they wanted other stuff off the side. Those rumors were not rumors. Anybody with any sense of self-respect did not go there. So when I go into the quicksand, I didn't see anything like that. I was like, so it's nowhere near as bad as Midgard. I'm like, nope. I mean, and they had other role-playing servers, but I think that one had the most notorious reputation. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure it still happens, though. I mean, it can't be any different than people giving out their Discord information. And I don't even do that until I've actually, you know, had a chance to get to know you guys. I don't offer my Discord to people that have just come to my channel, haven't said nothing. Like, nope. I have to guarantee that you're not some weirdo, you know, want me to buy some random art design that I don't know. Nope. But most of y'all, I mean, I've known you guys for a while, so all you have to do is send me a friend request. I think I have you. Didn't you send me an invite to Moon Crystal 2002? Because that is my... I have the same name on Discord, so it's not hard to find. Okay, I was about to say... About to say, I think I added you a while ago. I mean, I've got like 2 pending invites, but I don't know who they belong to, so I haven't accepted them. They're still sitting there. Nobody's required to say anything. Half the time I've got all these Discord channels and I don't say diddly at all. I just mostly just read, scan, if it's interesting. Maybe. I mean, our tank's got a Moogle body. So he's definitely into the weirdness. Ad start in 1 minute. That'll give me a chance to finish this boss. Maybe. I am so sleepy right now. I've been driving Uber and Lyft every day for a while now, and I'm so tired. Did they make the DPS like smaller or something? Because these things aren't dying as fast as they should be. Did they do stat squish or something? Yeah, I'm DPS. It just seems like everything's dying so slow. It says I'm critting a lot, so I don't know. Like, I'm looking at the numbers that pop up on the screen in front of me. Those look like crits with the exclamation mark on it. Maybe I'm wrong. That one was a good one. Okay, it just seems slow. I never did like this woman. I'm glad she died. Surprised she let Gaius breathe with how jealous she was. You know, I'm kind of curious. If I'd been there when they came storming through the barracks, would I have fought them? Probably. Would I have won or lost? Don't know. Plot armor. I guess the plot armor was I wasn't there to kick her little ass then. Yeah. Is that supposed to intimidate me? It did make me sad, don't get me wrong. I like the little cabbage. But, so she attacks fruit and veggies. They can't defend themselves. Yeah, I cried. I cried like a little girl over that sylph dying. I don't know why. I like my cabbage. Don't abuse our food supply. We gotta eat it later. Once you bruise it, it's not no good no more. I'm like, nah, and then the way they just tossed her outside, you know, to rot in the sun. I'm like, so not only did you kick and bruise the vegetable, you left it to rot and turn black out in the sun. And I got another question. The pulsing damage she does, has that always been a thing, or is that something recently they added in the past month or two? You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Because I don't remember her doing that a year ago. Don't know why they move her. It doesn't do that much damage if you stand in the middle. That pulsing damage. Is she gonna do another one? Maybe? Oh, are they interrupting it? Nope. I see, I don't remember her always doing that. You know, very hard to give y'all player recs if y'all leave the group. She's 100 now. Let me see. I think I'll do the Reaper next. Reaper next. Okay. No. I've only done this one once. When it was part of the main story. What is that?
The end has come, and it will be beautiful. The marvels of circus were but playthings.
this doesn't... I'm gonna say this, and I'm probably gonna regret it. It doesn't seem that bad.
Soon my hold of a zodiac shall be complete!
Yeah, yeah. We all got him.
Mine, all mine!
Cutscene.
At last, I am become Zodiac.
You know, I noticed his stomach is not connected to his lower half.
The natural order overturned. All in existence, bent to my will.
I wouldn't be eating this Cocoa Puffs.
My life's work, my masterpiece. Waited for this day.
Oops. Did we just lose the entire raid? We so did. No, maybe not.
All in existence, bent to my will.
You shouldn't insult Cocoa Puffs like that, Y2A. Cocoa Puffs are good. I like the chocolate fruity pebbles too. Or chocolate pebbles, or whatever they call them.
Great cataclysm, faithfully recreated. From broken skies fall tears of flame. All shall burn. Will you live to see the end?
Samurai shouldn't have stepped in that. His health was too low. Oh yeah, they are awesome. Total what? What kind of cereal is that? Reese's for breakfast? Ew, gross.
All in existence, bent to my will. Will you live to see the end? I have no need for restraint.
You know, wouldn't this be one of those cases the healer should be using LB3 or something?
to see the end.
Oh no! I was like, oh god, we're dead!
Will you live to see the end?
At least you're not saying Denny's for breakfast. Please, dear God, no.
Will you live to see the end?
What am I? Oh, yeah. Might as well go buy me some weapons. There we go. This is what we want to do here. Alright, let's go back here. No. Not bad. The Hunter and the Hunted. Sheshepa seeks an adventurer who likes getting up close and personal. Hello there. I take it you've spoken with Broke Evu, willing to lend a hand? I am truly grateful, then allow me to introduce myself. I am Sheshepa, and I have traveled far from my village in the forest of Zaktiral in search of a brave soul to help us retrieve our stolen treasure. For generations have my people watched over the Dreamweave cocoon, the vessel in which the power of the Swallowtail Taral Vidral is sealed. Before its ascension, the Swallowtail warded off would-be predators by assuming the form of more threatening butterflies, poisonous ones, and the like through its skill at mimicry. So it survived day after day, summer after summer, until the dawn of its great new existence. It became capable of taking on the form of any creature which crossed its path. This fearsome power was sealed within the cocoon, and any who possess it command the selfsame abilities. Indeed, the wielder, too, may assume the form of any manner of beast or man they've beheld. Yet this mimicry is not limited to merely physical forms. No, the wielder may replicate the talents and abilities of their target, so long as such actions fall within their kin, that is. In an instance, they become a master of the hunt, a twin-blade wielding viper, or a savage brax with claws and fangs to gut whomsoever they please. It is this power which has protected my village from the predators of the forest, for though it grants many boons, the forest contains threats in equal measure. By donning the skins of its most formidable beasts, we've kept ourselves safe for generations. Without the cocoon, my village's very survival is at risk. That is why we have sent our foremost hunter, Itoka, to ensure it is reclaimed. She has never failed to capture her quarry, so I thought she would make short work of this ordeal. Yet there has been no word from her. I fear this may be a hunt she cannot undertake alone. It is for that reason I wish to enlist the aid of one familiar with the lay of the land beyond the Great Sea, and one whose prowess in close quarters would complement her expertise with the bow. One of the villagers ran into the thief before he fled and said he intended to use the cocoon's power in Kugane, which I understand is the name of a large settlement located far, far to the east. Please, for the sake of my home, set out for this eastern habitation and assist Itoka with retrieving the cocoon. Leave it to me. Your willingness to aid is most reassuring. You have my heartfelt thanks. Upon arriving in the eastern lands, search for a Viera woman carrying a bow and dressed in similar attire to myself. If you visit a tavern like this one, I dare say you may find someone who has seen her. That Reaper blade is huge on my back. Wanted. The mommy scythe? What is that? Alas, from Taral, was it? Sorry, can't help you. It reminds me, though, I heard Taral has its own local variety of spirits called mezcal. Been meaning to taste it myself for an age now, but you've no idea how hard it is to get one's hands on a bottle of it here. Where do you get that, dragon? No! No. The last time I was in here was very traumatizing. That was a disaster. Tank pulled too much, healer couldn't keep up. But that still doesn't tell me where I get it. Oh, okay. Well, this character can do that. The new one I made, nope. Okay, cool. I know, this character can buy anything she wants. It's the new one I make that can't do that. If I can't make it, and it's not a reward, I can't buy it from the market board. That's cheating. At least for the new character I made. I put restrictions on him. It's fun. But that would be the same thing as the market board. Unless I make it or it drops from a reward, then this character, yes, if you want. But it's okay. But the new character I made, I mean, he's only like level 15 anyway. If we're talking about her, yeah, it's fine. Just tell me how much you want for it. Yeah, I believe it. Because nobody effing listens. Those are not necessary here. Oh god, I typed that out. These guys are idiots. Yeah, I'll probably start doing crafting. Just start. Once I get the role quest done, I will probably be doing that. Desmond Hold is one of those, it can either go really well or it's just rough. Yeah. Yesterday I got a bunch of high level stuff. Today it's back to the low level garbage. Oh, this tank is biting off more than he can chew! Yep. Well, the tank is definitely not getting a wreck from me. You do not pull that much in here. So the summoner's like, interesting. I'm like, that's not the word I would have used, but and then the healer's like, I don't give advice unless somebody asks. It's like, I don't give advice because people generally don't listen anyway. Nobody's answered that one. I know it does. I've seen some tanks pull 2 spots, but they don't put it there because if the frogs hit you with that stuff, you get knocked back into other stuff. It's just a mess. Healers are just starting to get their spells. They're lacking a lot of their abilities. Yeah, you don't do that there. You just pull nice and easy. Give us a good pull and get the hell out of here. Plus, when I told him not to bother with those blue little portals in that first section, he didn't listen. Because you don't have to unlock those in that section. You can just ignore them. It's in the next area you have to get them, but not this area. don't mind dying, but not to dumb. I don't mind dying if they're new and they're learning, but when they're not listening, then yeah, whatever. They weren't listening. You know that thing you guys always tell me to, you know, do? Like, read? You know? Read. It's useful. And the tank keeps stepping on me. Why? You're funny. You know, it's starting to look pretty, Dragon. See all those orange numbers there? I'm slowly feeling them in. I know! I've been working so hard on it. Oh, thank you for the raid, Bright Sunny. Give me a minute, I'll give everybody a shout out. Give me a minute. ISO at Bright. ISO at ISO at Candy. I hope that gives everybody their shout outs. But thank you for the raid.
Let's build.
I hope your stream went well. You brought the squad. Yay! Final Fantasy? Was that what you were doing? I tend to raid out to other people that are doing the same game as I am. You know, I get that a lot from people. I do need a raid to run for bad, but I hope 14 goes well. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I get it. Usually when I raid out, I'm tired too. I'll talk for a couple minutes with whoever I raid to, and then I'm like, I'm crashing. I'm gonna hug my pillow. But thank you so much. You're awesome. I'm mostly just leveling, doing roulettes, and, you know, doing the side stuff for post-content, and then I'm gonna start working on the main story. Not too big of a hurry since there's only 2 patches. I think I've seen that armor before. That looks like armor from the early expansions, man. Alright, look at this person. Here we go, backwood. They have a level 84 Reaper! I don't know yet. I haven't really talked to any role players yet. I just started doing it. Somebody said this server that I'm on, which is it's supposedly the role-playing server, was weird in the quicksand, and they told me not to go there. Well, anytime anybody tells me not to go anywhere, I gotta go find out why they're telling me not to go there. It was kind of normal. See, my version of weird roleplay, Freakazoid type stuff, is Moonguard Goldshire. No, Moonguard and Goldshire. If it's not on that level, then it's not weird enough. I'm like... So far, it's been pretty, nobody's talked to me yet. But like I said, I just started trying to do it, so I don't know much about role-playing, so... But I am on their server, so I just data hopped over here. I haven't transferred yet because I don't know what it's like, so before I spend the money on something like that, I need to check it out. I hear there's normal, there's weird, there's excessive. So I don't know. There's like something for everybody. Everybody in this group seems normal. I guess I could go to the quicksand and see if there's anybody weird over there. I should go check that out. I'll come back here. Let me go check out the quicksand. Let me go check that out. Because the other day when I checked it out, there was nothing weird. Nothing weird at all. But it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be. Oh, this is not the quicksand. This is the training winch. My bad. It would help if I don't get lost in my own territory. We need to go. Oh, duh. My bad. No wonder there was nothing weird in here. I went to the wrong place. Okay, so yeah, you've got your street dancers. I don't really see nothing weird in here. See, Well, except for the girl with just her panties and her bra, but, this is relatively tame. Crowded but tame. Yeah, this is nothing like Moonguard. Nope. Tame. That is true. That is true. Nobody's ever said anything to me, though, so... Anyway. If they do, I'll think of something to say. I'm, like, easing my way into it, if you can call it that. I do have a card. I made one of those. I finally figured that out. Welcome to the Shikazi Holstery. How may I serve you? You're searching for someone. As a matter of fact, I do distinctly remember seeing a Vieira woman of that description earlier, but I'm afraid I could not tell you where she may be now. So we got a Vieira woman lost in the sauce. A Vieira woman bearing a bow? Why, yes, I do recall such a person. It was hard not to notice her, really, given how she was peering at every little thing. That is true. But yes, I was a second ago, because, you know, confusing drowning wench with the quicksand. Poor Bateron would probably be insulted being, like, anywhere, like, mixed up with Momody's place. Because, you know, Bateron's pretty chill. Minus his pirate talk, but, you know, he's pretty chill. You know, Momody, I can see it, because she's always wanting the gossip of anything woman and man related that you do on the side. She wants it all the details. She doesn't care if you come back hurt, but she does care if you're, you know, having fun on the side, because she's probably stuck behind that desk. Who knows? There might be somebody under that desk. We never know. It's Momody. We never know with her. So, you know, so completely different establishments, completely different NPCs. There's no telling what that woman does on the side. You know? Like, they can be, yes. If she came from the distant lands to the west, no doubt Kugani is quite the unusual... You know? But the one that might come out the weirdest of them all, the kinkiest of all, might actually be Mother Mion. She looks all motherly and nice, but who knows, she might have the wildest of them all, you know? It could be Mother Mion in disguise. Who knows? Heck, for all I know, the Archbishop, you never know. All the people that tell you never to do something, they're probably the ones doing it. If she came from the distant lands to the west, no doubt Kugani is quite the unusual sight for her. With any luck, she'll still be where I saw her, in the vicinity of the Sekisegumi barracks. I still can't say that word. One of these days, I'm going to make that attempt to get that thing. But I've watched other YouTubers and streamers go for that orb on top of the thing. There's that orb, that sightseeing orb that's on top of that thing over there. It's on top of that lamp. That thing. Yeah. It requires jumping on buildings, and I'm not very good at that. Yeah. Let's see. She looks very young, but then again, Vieira women can look young. Oh, you got rezzed up there. Oh, nice. How did you die? This city is simply too large for me to cover alone. Perhaps it's time I return home. Wait, you're a hunter and you're scared? What the hell's wrong with you, woman? Yeah, I know. I know. I've watched other streamers do it. And it takes them a few tries if it's their first time. This city is simply too large. Okay, yeah, so scared little Vieira here. Itoka? She's like, wait, do I need to run for my life? Yes, I am she, and you are your worst nightmare. I see. Shishepa always was a worry. Won't deny I appreciate the help, though. Ascertaining the whereabouts of the cocoon has been no easy task. I managed to secure room and board in this lodging after arriving in Kagani, and have been using it as a base to track down the thief ever since. I'll tell you all I know. According to an eyewitness from my village, the thief is a middle-aged Kyrian male. That's all we have to go on regarding his appearance. Yet so long as he possesses the cocoon, he could be anyone and anything. An elderly woman traipsing along the street, a child throwing a ball, mayhap even the dog chasing after it. Truth be told, I was nigh at wit's end trying to find him. That is, until I discovered that a series of unusual squabbles had been occurring around the city. After investigating these incidents, I found one commonality. The instigator in each case invariably had no recollection of the incident, let alone of inciting it. What's more, eerie accounts have begun to circulate amongst the residents. Some folk claim they've somehow been seen in 2 places at once. Based on all this, I believe the thief's been using the Dreamweave cocoon to transform into innocence and spread discord throughout the city. Stands to reason we can find him by following the trail of chaos left in his wake, no? And yet, even should we apprehend him in whatever form he's hidden himself within, there's nothing to stop him from feigning ignorance. Besides a secret remedy, of course, the recipe for an elixir which can forcibly remove the cocoon's enchantment has been passed down in my village for emergencies like this. I made sure to prepare a few vials before making the voyage here. I need simply throw the solution at the suspect and the cocoon's weave of mimicry will unfurl on the spot. That covers everything. Now, let's say we see if there's any trouble afoot. So, how come she hasn't thrown it on me already? Does she even know I'm not this thief yet? So why ain't she throwing it on me? I'm just asking. No, I just started them. I just happened to pick this one. I kept asking which one was the worst one out of all of us. I could do that with Parrish, but nobody answered, so I just picked one. Let me know when you're ready. We'll catch them together, because I can do them all now. I've got a level 100 in all the role classes, so I can do them. Because you know me, I like to do them all. Ready to set off then? Perfect. I say we begin our search with the markets. I recall a great number of people gathering in the Rakuza district, I believe it was called. Interesting. Hopefully not as bad as the ones in Endwalker. Those were, I think I only liked 1 out of the 5, and I can't even remember which one, so I guess they weren't that good. The only thing I liked about Endwalker was the side quests that opened up once you did them all, and doing that role quest with Alpha Note's daddy and the Alliance leaders. Now that was fun. Made me want to ditch Alpha Note and hire his daddy to heal for us. I mean, seriously, the dude, he says, I haven't healed in a while, so I might be rusty. It's like, you know, if this is your version of rusty, then Alpha Note still needs lessons from you. So, talk about shitty. Soon as the ads start, because I know some of y'all aren't subscribed or have Turbo, I'm going to go take care of my little kiddo real quick, change her diaper, give her something to eat, drink, / thing, and go to the bathroom myself. So, in about 38 seconds. He is still 18. Yeah. Yeah. He sucked as a scholar. He wasn't that good as a scholar either. And he's getting better as a sage. He was getting better towards the end of Dawntrail. He was getting better. Still take his daddy, though. I think that all of this was wrought by mortal hands. Remarkable. My people have ever lived in harmony with nature, but that doesn't mean we condemn the ways of those who choose otherwise. In fact, in the brief time I've been exposed to settlements like this, I've come to see such places have their merits, too. You know, technically, he didn't age while he was asleep. Maybe his soul did, but his body didn't. Okay, the ads are about to start, so I'm going to take a quick little breaky. I'll be back. I got to take care of the baby real quick. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Rare are the days my people leave the shelter and bounty found beneath the forest boughs. I was speechless when I first laid eyes on Tulliola, a city with as many people as trees in the forest, and Kogani is no less dense. Okay. Look, you thieving Horson, I told you this isn't enough. But sir, that cannot be right. I am sure I gave you your change in full. Enough. Hand over my money or I'll take it by force. Let's keep watching. But isn't it obvious no one gets so worked up over a handful of coins unless they're looking for trouble? Reveal yourself, villain. What in the blazes do you think you're doing? Oh, sorry. Very, very sorry. Oh, dear. Thousand apologies, sir. I gravely miscalculated your change. I'll return what you are owed immediately. I beg your forgiveness. I apologize for the disturbance. How dreadfully embarrassing. Well, a hunter doesn't quit after a single arrow misses its mark. Well, you didn't listen. I told you to sit back and watch. Best not to dwell on what's done and instead focus on our next course of action. Let's see how things fare on Kogane Dori. She ain't gonna listen any better. God. It's Desmond Hold all over again. Nobody listens. Nobody listens! Oh, did I miss the dungeon? I did. Oops. To think that all of this was wrought by mortal hands, remarkable. My people have ever lived in harmony with nature, but that doesn't mean we condemn the ways of those who choose otherwise. In fact, in the brief time I've been exposed to settlements like this, I've come to see such places have their merits too. Uh-oh, did we convert another one to the dark side? We sure did. She gonna leave the country and come out here. I can't believe how impossibly vast it is. My jaw dropped when I first saw it. I could hardly fathom where the horizon ended and the sea began. Before arriving in Tulliola, I imagined the sea to be merely a larger, saltier body of water than the lake back home. Oh, yeah, it's definitely larger and saltier than a lake. That is for sure. Then we would race from shore to shore to attempt the same here. I fear would have fatal results. Oh, God. She makes my head hurt. I'm gonna have to go get my medicine for headaches. She's gonna make it bad. I'll cut you down where you stand, you lecherous lummox. What's going on here? The big bloke yonder allegedly laid his hands on that grizzled fellow's woman. Afraid this may come to blows. Calm yourself, man. I have not done what she claims. You dare add insult to injury by calling her a liar? Ignore him. I told you that pig defiled me. Cut him down this instant. There is no truth to her words. Wherever does she spout such rubbish? Tell me, give me straight. Cut the bloody brute down already. Yes, not less than your head shall serve as penance for your crimes. I think it's her. Very well, let my brave prove my innocence. It's her, right? Yep. Was that really necessary? No matter, I was going where this petty farce. This time I moved on to bigger and better things. You got a hunter with a bow. Why isn't it out already? She's gonna miss. Double strike. And he just goes back to eating. She reminds me of what was her name? Kagome from Inuyasha. Couldn't shoot her damn bow to save her life in the beginning. That's why I was so reminded of that. This is gonna be Kagome all over again. How odd, my bow is more out of tune than I realized. No, it's called the Vieira holding the bow. Just give me the damn bow. Sweetheart. Is it really you? Oh, thank God you're safe. You know, you should ask her a question that she only knows. I found her lying unconscious in a nearby alleyway. She could only vaguely recall being attacked from behind before losing consciousness. So the villain knocked her out before assuming her visage and a ploy to deceive her husband. I fell for the deception like a complete and utter fool. I do not even know how to begin to make amends. There are no amends to be made. You simply acted as any husband would. Due to your involvement, this matter was resolved without bloodshed. The Seika Segumi, thank you. 'Tis regrettable, however, that the villain managed to escape. A criminal who can change their shape at will is exceedingly dangerous. Know that the Seika Segumi will alert the populace to this menace and remain vigilant for any suspicious activity in the city. Let's return to my lodgings. I'd like to go over where we stand with our elusive query. How about you just stay in the lodgings? I'll take over. You cannot hunt. I'm not impressed with that bunny. And I thought they were supposed to be good hunters. Oh, I think... Didn't I see... I think I saw somebody playing this not too long ago. If this is the route I'm thinking it is, I think I'm going to enjoy this. She is a great hunter, so why was her bow not hitting its mark? As predicted, the thief has been using the cocoon's power of mimicry to incite conflict around the city. Reasons. Okay, I guess we'll find out. What he hopes to accomplish by doing so, however, is still unclear. And so long as he has this power, our sole means of tracking him remains the havoc left in his wake. A trying tale for any hunter, but I'm heartened to have a warrior like you beside me as I tread it. We'll catch him together, and when we do, we'll mete out the justice he deserves. Well, it'll let me start it at least. I'm probably not going to get much experience doing the high level, so I'm just going to withdraw from it and change into my Viper. Okay. A sea of blood. Itoka is eager to continue the hunt. Good to see you, Knight. For better or worse, I haven't heard about any unusual incidents in Kugane since our last altercation with the thief. There may be a reason for that. Do you remember when he claimed he was moving on to bigger and better things? If we're to catch him, we may have to expand the scope of our search beyond Kugane. Yet he traveled all the way from Tyrol to this eastern land for a reason. I can't imagine he'd go too far. Do you know of any other settlements nearby? Oh yeah, I know them all. Look to the Ruby Sea. People live out in those waters? But they're so vast, where would we even begin? Ah, so the Bakufu has an outpost at the Ruby Price. That sounds like the perfect place to start. Let's make our way there and avail ourselves of the soldiers' intel. If anything out of the ordinary has occurred, no doubt they'll be aware of it, shall we? Know what? Well, this is unexpected. What brings you to the Ruby Price? Dispute? Strange you should ask. Not even a moon ago, the waters of the Ruby Sea were poised to turn a sanguinary shade. Please tell us everything. A Confederate skiff approached the Ruby Price without authorization, and its occupant began hurling insult after insult in an obvious attempt to provoke us. We did not succumb to their provocations, however. After warning the vessel we'd fire if they drew an ill closer, they withdrew without a word. However, should they attempt to provoke us again, we will not display the same level of restraint. And the roar of our cannon shall signal their comrades to rally in full force. The waters will flow red, of that there can be no doubt. Tensions run high, not like this has ever occurred. I see. Thank you for the information. Might we speak privately? Based on the testimony just now, I gather there's an agreement in these waters that the Confederates are not to draw near the Ruby Price, guarded as it is by Bakufu sentries. If that's the case, then as the soldier stated, I can only conclude that the vessel earlier was attempting to incite a dispute between the two factions, which fits the modus operandi of our query, wouldn't you say? Perhaps it was he who sailed here under the banner of the Confederates. Whatever the case may be, we have nothing but conjecture. We'll need solid evidence before we can alert the soldiers here to this threat. I doubt they'll heed our warnings otherwise. First, we need to verify if any members of the Confederacy actually approached the Ruby Price. Do you know where their base of operations can be found? Oh, yep. Yep. So says Petrie. Sakazuki looks like it would be fastest for us to swim there. You know, I can fly. Oh, dude, I didn't even realize how old you were. I started, like, trying to home in on these guys, and I'm like, oh, damn, he's old. What? Absolutely not. Not a one of my Confederate brothers and sisters would approach the Ruby Price without authorization. Those cowardly Bakufu dogs must have concocted this baseless rumor to get a rise out of us. The soldiers at the Ruby Price said that, did they? Pardon my language, but that's a load of shit. We have no interest in Higgan waters. If anything, I've seen their skips encroaching on our territory of late. If you ask me, they're the ones thirsty for blood. There you are, Knight. Listen to what this person has to say. The situation is more grave than we thought. I'm thankful you came, and not a moment too soon. Captain Rasho ain't been acting himself, you see. Normally where he goes, Tansu he goes, but not today. He showed up just earlier by his lonesome and ordered us to gather as many heads as able to join him on the Isle of Obeko to attend to some pressing business. Normally I obliged the captain without a moment's hesitation, but I had a feeling something weren't right, so I asked him what manner of business. We're going to set the Ruby Price ablaze, he says, the bloody Ruby Price. Tried speaking some sense into him, but he weren't of mind to listen. Walked off saying he has no need of craven bastards like me. Look, I don't know what's gotten into the captain, but it can't be anything good. Please, go to the Isle of Beko and stop him, and be comrades before it's too late. This Rasho acting strangely can't be a coincidence. We need to get to the island and quickly. Do you know the way? Got it. We've not a moment to waste. I hear voices. Seems they've gathered up ahead. Those scum think they can encroach on our territory and get away with it. I'll be damned if we let them. Tonight we lay siege to the Ruby Price and see it for themselves. Yeah, he's always got the other guy with him. The one that has the bandages around his waist. But are you sure if we do this, we won't just be starting a battle, we'll be starting a war? You've been acting strange, Captain. What's gotten into you? Silence. I didn't ask for your bloody opinion. Those lying dogs claimed it was us breaching the agreement. I said we give the bastards what they deserve. You are not welcome here. Be gone if you value your lives. You're not Rasho. You saw through my disguise once again. Don't tell me you count even a pirate captain among your acquaintances. Yep. What are you trying to accomplish? Why incite such conflict wherever you go? Why, sorry to disappoint you, but contrary to the passage of the Unbound's prattling about freeing the world from tyranny of government, I have no grand designs. I wish merely for everyone to show their true faces. Folk love to put on airs of sophistication and virtue, but push them towards the edge, and their masks slip off to reveal the monsters underneath. They'll go for their neighbor's jugular to save their own skin. You've seen it for yourselves. It's quite the spectacle. She's gonna miss again. Well, there's the heavens on high tower. Damn it, the winds are too strong. A man of 1,000 faces is a true menace indeed. We'll return to Onokoro forthwith to alert the captain. Rest assured the Confederacy will be keeping a close watch over the Ruby Sea. I didn't think for a moment he was an imposter, and the lies he sprouted about the Bakufu soldiers were enough to make my blood boil. To think what would have happened had you not been here to stop us. Kami bless you. All he wants is to expose people's so-called true faces. That he would use the cocoon for such a petty cause, unthinkable. Let us return to Kugani for the time being. Damn it all, I can't believe a bastard like that. Forgive me, I find myself more disgusted with that villain each time we see him, and to think all of this is driven by small-minded spite. From what I could gauge, he didn't fly towards Kugani during his escape. I believe he seeks a new settlement to terrorize. Now that the Confederacy and I are acquainted, I'll see if they can't help me sniff out his roost. No doubt, where there's smoke, he'll be there stoking the fire. And I suppose I'll use this period to tend to my bow next time my arrow will fly true. Who's who? Itoko appears to have found a new lead. Wonderful you're here. Ever since the incident in the Ruby Sea, I've kept a line of communication with the Confederacy, and they just reported something you'll be interested to hear. Apparently a man impersonating the distinguished Lord Adoma was recently exposed. Oh, no, you don't. One of the Lord's retainers saw through the Pretender's facade while he was attempting to stir up trouble in the Doman Enclave. The imposter then reportedly transformed into a hawk and fled. Clearly our quarry now nests in Doma. I'd like to resume our hunt immediately, but I'm not sure where he may go after his failure in the Enclave. Do any locations come to mind? The Azim Steppe. A town in Yaxia called Name, you say. That sounds promising. The extent of your knowledge is truly remarkable, Knight. And without further ado, let's make our way there and see if the residents have noticed any unusual activity. Have there been any quarrels of late? Why, yes, actually. Just the other day, the two of us were at each other's throats over a persimmon. She was only supposed to eat half, but she went and gobbled the whole thing. In the end, she purchased this one by way of apology, so I let bygones be bygones. What's that? This isn't the sort of quarrel where you're speaking of? Oh, yeah. Oops. Trouble? None that I can think of. For a blessing, all has been peaceful. Not him. By the Kami's grace, our quaint village has not seen strife since the Imperials were ousted. There has been news, however, of a man impersonating Lord Heian at the Enclave. As I am told, when Lord Heian voiced intentions to invade Naxia, all present grew wary of the individual. None more so than Lady Yurgiri, who saw through the farce immediately. After he was exposed, the villain fled the scene with haste. Unfortunately, efforts to find him have not borne fruit. So, Lady Yurgiri, are you still here? None of the residents I spoke with reported anything out of the ordinary. How did you fare? And it seems the villain is not here. Where might he have gone? Hey, Sari, how's it going? I'm doing the melee DPS role quest today. Let me see, Sari. Oh, what are you doing here?
Okay, I'm glad we weren't like next to them. I'm glad that we were like so far.
I like that clip.
They had to run over there.
Dead Reaper on her hands? Oh no, Warrior Light Reaper struggling with the light.
One would think it balanced things out. You would think so, but you know, we say that, and then
I'm glad I'm not the only one that likes doing them all. I love doing them all because I like doing the side quests that unlocks when you do them all. So that's a reward in itself. Just because I like to see what's going to happen at the very end. A friend of yours. Don't hang your head like we're strangers. We met just moments ago, remember? You asked me how to reach the House of the Fierce. Good grief, lass. You're lost, aren't you? I can understand your embarrassment, but I'll tell you the way again. Listen carefully now. Follow the descending paths leading north out of the village until you see a small pond. Then simply dive in and swim. The House of the Fierce will be on the other side. Did he have impersonated you this time? This doesn't bode well. We must hurry. Much obliged, sir. Wow. I'm gonna gut that thing, that person like a fish. At least that is what I wanted to. How dare they impersonate the Warrior Light? Just how far must we swim to reach this place? I dare say my days spent in the lakes back home are about to come in handy. Yep, that's not me. My friends, it's come to my attention that the Khan of the Azim Steppes' mighty Oranir tribe conspires in the shadows to invade Doma. We must not give them the chance. Invasion would mean all-out war. There's only one solution. Under the cover of darkness, you must assassinate the Khan. What? I am the Khan! Only with his death can this crisis be averted. They grow wary. Perhaps I should observe my targets more carefully. With all due respect, these allegations must be brought before Lord Hien. It is imperative we receive his instructions before acting. That would be playing right into the Oranir's hands. After all, an impostor disguised as Lord Hien was but recently exposed. An Oranir spy, there can be no question. Yet the spy has fled, their whereabouts unknown. They could be anyone and anywhere. Weaving new schemes even as we speak. Decisive action must be taken. That is why I came to you. So the impersonation of Lord Hien was part of the Oranir's grand scheme? But why would those who fought alongside us for Doma's liberation conspire to invade? Forgive me, but you do not seem yourself, Knight. Something isn't right. Because I am desperate. A shadow looms... I'm never desperate, you dumbasses. A shadow looms over Doma, and only with your help can I cast away its dark pall. Please lend me your strength. Our honor friend risked life and limb to see Doma free, yet you address her with suspicion and doubt. If she says we must act first to prevent greater bloodshed, then we must act. It is true that she has never led us astray. Brothers and sisters, let us join hands with Knight once more to drive back his shadow rising over Doma. No! What is the meaning of this? Is that an infernal Oranir spy? Quickly kill her before she can escape. You sound nothing like me. It's you. Such persistent vermin. You think we know this trick is about to happen every freaking time? You're not getting away this time. Is there a reason why those arrows keep missing? Is there something that's deflecting them? It's almost getting comical. The problem appears to be your aim, not the bow. How pathetic. You're nothing like that other girl. What was her name? Ah, yes, Itoka. She was fearsome, that one, right up until the moment I drove my blade into her back. What is this? Don't tell me you've been masquerading as Itoka herself. After all, that would make you no better than me, hiding behind the name of another one. Erase the blame you bear for everything that happened. Ah, that would make sense. Okay. I'm sorry. I swear I'll explain everything to you later. For now, we should apprise these men and women of the situation. I think he can transform into anyone, a truly fearsome ability. I shall alert Lord Heian to this threat immediately. Rest assured that all of Doma will be on alert. I was completely fooled. I have no words to express my shame. Upon speaking with you again, I realized that though the imposter assumed your guise, he had neither your spirit nor your grace. Forgive me. I will not fall for such a farce again. When you say the caster, when you're talking about the, like the black mage and summoner and stuff, Sari, there's always one that's not very good. Might I have a word? The man impersonating you earlier, I recognized his face anywhere. Without a doubt, he is Samadare, a childhood friend. You know him, please? You must tell us everything. I have known Samadare nearly my entire life. We learned the shinobi arts together, you see. Roughly 25 years ago, we engaged in our first battle as proud ninja defending Doma against the Empire's invasion. With every fiber in our body, we met their mighty Magitech with nimble ninjutsu. As if moved by our resolve, the mighty auspice and guardian of Dodoma, Tamo Gaozen, appeared on the field of battle to aid our cause. Yet our efforts were for naught. The Empire's might fell upon Doma like a hammer, and we were crushed beneath their overwhelming force. The occupation began soon thereafter, and so too did my work from the shadows. While I devoted myself to resisting the Empire in secret, Samadare was conscripted to their army and forced to become an Imperial spy. I understood he served them well, fanning the flames of war in faraway lands through rumor and manipulation. And indeed, as far back as I can recall, Samadare has ever excelled in the skill of subterfuge. It was only after the prisoner exchange that he returned to Doma at long last, but he was a changed man. He could find no joy or solace in the peace he once fought to secure for our nation. Instead, he sought to disrupt it. War has taught me the truth of this world. Civility is but a facade to hide man's savagery, and I'll prove it here in dear, dear Doma. The fool I am, I thought he was jesting. Only later, when I discovered the web of lies he spun to turn folk against one another, did I realize he meant every word. I tried to confront him, but he fled Doma before I had the chance. Nevertheless, I searched his home afterwards and discovered a missive from an organization called the Passage of the Unbound. I have it with me here. Dear illustrious Samadare, we extend our deepest gratitude for your interest in joining the Passage of the Unbound. With each passing day, our secret order draws closer to its goals, and we shall require exceptional talent for what lies ahead. Bearing these needs in mind, we have decided to welcome you into the fold. To celebrate the start of an auspicious future together, we invite you to meet your colleagues in Tuliyola and have enclosed your ticket within. Exceptional talent, exceptional egos, more like. This Passage of the Unbound kept a watchful eye on nations far and wide to recruit cutthroats like Samadare, who only follow their own desires. Upon his arrival in Tural, Samadare's ambitions guided him to my home, where he stole the Dreamweave cocoon and set out to use it for his own twisted ends. I'm afraid that appears to be the way of it. In all likelihood, it is the Passage of the Unbound which alerted him to the Dreamweave cocoon's existence. Today, Samadare attempted to incite war between Doma and the Zim Steppe by wearing the face of our dearest ally, you. Your timely appearance prevented the worst from happening, but so long as he can alter his form and face at will, who can say what tomorrow may bring? His years as a secret operative have made him a master at reading people. Should he decide to study his target before taking their form, I fear his schemes may not be discovered until it's already too late. Please be careful, and may the Kami bless and keep you. Attempting to find Salmadir now would be a fruitless endeavor. He could be any bird in the sky or any beast roaming the wild. Let us return to Gogani. I'll reveal everything to you there, I promise. You know, based on where all this is headed, I'm pretty sure Azim's step is next. Just saying, can we just go there? Probably not. But, deduction says we're going there. It's only logical, says Spock. I'm grateful for your help today. Once again, I let our prey slip away. The only silver lining is that we know who he is now. But more importantly, I apologize for deceiving you. As Salmadir said, I'm not the greatest hunter of my home. I'm not a Toka. I'm Kiyuki. I hail from the same village as Itoka, and I too am a hunter, but only in name. You see my aim for yourself. Yet most shameful of all is that it's my fault the Dreamweave cocoon was stolen. Normally, it is enshrined in the deepest recesses of our home. Only Itoka had leave to wield it. The forest provides shelter and sustenance to many, and not all we share its bounty with are friendly. When great beasts threaten our home, the cocoon's power may be used to protect our lives. Yet I used it for my own foolish desires. Couldn't take it anymore. I was a hunter, yet could barely catch prey large enough to feed myself. I was forced to wash clothes, prepare meals, and tune bows. Just once I wanted to be acknowledged. I wanted to feel pride, so I used the cocoon's power to transform myself into a Toka. Ouch. With her dexterity and finesse, I finally caught prey befitting a true hunter. And as I carried my prize home, he appeared. I found him collapsed in the middle of a beaten path. I never had reason to mistrust someone before, so I approached to nurse his wounds, yet the moment I drew close, he knocked the cocoon from my grasp and struck me unconscious. He was long gone by the time I awoke. I confessed my sin to the village elder, and in her boundless grace she forgave me, but I could not forgive myself. I left home that very eve in secret to pursue the thief all the way to Kogani. After several days of fruitlessly scouring the city, who should I see but Itoka, as our most exceptional hunter. It came as no surprise the elder had charged her with recovering the cocoon. She was astonished to see me, of course. I had told no one of my actions. I feared she would send me home, but when I expressed to her my shame, my anger, she consoled me and told me we would find the cocoon together. And I was certain we would until the day that duplicitous bastard killed her. You appeared soon after her passing. I thought with someone as strong as you on my side, maybe, just maybe, I could avenge her, so I lied. Like Salmadir said, I'm no better than he is. I'm an imposter, but my desire to reclaim the cocoon is every bit as strong as Itoka's was. I'm so sorry for lying to you, Knight. I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me and continue to aid me in reclaiming the Dreamweave cocoon. I had my suspicions, but I also had faith in you, and it's been rewarded. Thank you. I know with you on my side, I can keep my promise to Itoka. For now, I'll remain vigilant for any news regarding conflict in the region. Please do pay me a visit when you find a moment to spare. I'm counting on you. Oh, oops, wrong button. Kiyuki's brow is furrowed in uncharacteristic unease. Knight, I'm so relieved to see you. I thought you might resent me for lying to you, that you might refuse to lend me your help again. I'd certainly be hard-pressed to reclaim the cocoon alone in this foreign land. I truly meant what I said before. I'm counting on you. Though I'm ashamed to admit it, when I first arrived here, I was nearly swindled out of an heirloom by a talking catfish. Oh, that does not surprise me. I've been scouring the city for a shop to pawn my choker so I could secure room and board, you see, when the catfish approached me, claiming they'd buy the necklace for a fair price. Offered me a handful of coins that glitter like gold. I was about to accept the offer when Atoka appeared. In a mere moment, she discerned that the catfish's currency was counterfeit and ended the transaction then and there. She dragged me to the markets afterwards and pawned her own necklace to secure lodgings for the both of us. From the moment she arrived, Atoka took care of everything. What I'm trying to say is I can't do anything on my own. I'm reckless and impulsive, and I'm just really glad to have you by my side. It's been some time, my friends. Pray forgive my sudden visit, but I come bearing urgent tidings. We spoke with you at the House of the Fierce. What brings you all this way? I was able to make contact with Samadar. I told him I was willing to make amends and join my oldest friend in exposing the lies in people's hearts. He responded most eagerly and bade me meet him in secret. Wait, really? Did he say where? Aye, Hell's Lid. I had a mind to lay an ambush for him, but not knowing the extent of power he wields, I thought it best to seek help. And so I came here to beg your aid, knight. Your strength and valor are unequaled, and we cannot apprehend Samadar without you. We never get any other chance to catch him unawares like this. There's no time to lose. Damn, if only I leveled my ninja, I'd probably take him on as one, but whatever. Wait, forgive me for speaking plain, Huntress, but I fear we would only be a hindrance tonight when the fighting begins. Let us go to Hell's Lid by skiff and meet her after the villain is subdued. Oh, I take your point. You're right. Without us there to distract her, Knight can focus wholeheartedly on the battle. Sorry, would you mind going it alone? We'll be there as soon as we can. Is he trying to separate me from it? Is that the real dude? Or is he an imposter? I suspect dead blood buddies. He's gonna find out that he doesn't know that I'm the con though. And then he's gonna realize I know everybody in this area, like everybody. See no sign of Samadar. Perhaps his lair is further ahead. You still see no sign of Samadar, but feel an unsettling presence. Oh, that ain't good. Samadar is nowhere to be found. There is naught to do but await your companion's arrival. And then it was a trap. Hey, you alright? Came as soon as I... Oh, is the battle over already? Where's Samadare? I was attacked, but not by Samadare. What, so this was a trap? Wait, over there. I kinda knew it. Thank goodness I made it. Huh, after all the time I spent in that old Kojin show, convincing his underlings to attack you, my blade was mere ilms from the skin of your back, Alice. A meticulous plan gone to waste. It seems I underestimated your strength and the failed huntress's tenacity. I dare say I'm outmatched, and no common beast I might mimic can stand against you. Let's contemplate your deaths with more care, more rigor. Look forward to our next meeting. You know, it would be nice if I could have done this as a bard. I could have shot him down, but no, I gotta be melee. Forgive me, needed to catch my breath. Samadare's friend was the villain himself. As soon as the skiff made it to the open sea, he threw me overboard. I damn near had to swim like a fish to make it here in time. He's made me into a fool again. He waylaid me before using a similar ruse. By the time I figured out what was what, Itoka was already... I always wondered how a craven like Samadare was able to kill her, our greatest hunter, and now I know. When Itoka felt the blade in her back and turned to see the face of her killer, she saw me. I'm glad I was able to prevent history from repeating itself. I don't want to lose you too. We should return to Kagani. Samadare may have planted more than one trap for us here. Kagani! I feared the worst as I rushed to reach you. The moment Samadare was inside, I charged without thinking, which in retrospect was probably for the best. Had I tried to shoot him from afar with my bow, I might have missed, or worse yet, hit you instead. In any case, I'm just relieved you're safe. I promise to be more wary from now on, particularly of familiar faces. Hardly need saying, but remember to keep your guard up as well. For now, I'll resume my efforts to gather information about Samadare's whereabouts. She'll be the first to know once I have a lead. Imposter syndrome. Kuyoki seems to be on edge. Good to see you, Knight. Or should I say Samadare? There's only one way to be sure. I need you to tell me something only you and I would know. When I used the cocoon to take on Itoka's form, what creature did I hunt? You never told me. It's really you. That's a relief indeed. I never told you that my arrow struck a great wild boar. A prize for any hunter. Samadare is the only one who ever saw it. Sorry for doubting you, but I could think of no better way to expose him if he attempted to impersonate you again. I have to remain vigilant after all, even though no news of his plots has reached me as of late. From here to Yangtze, people are on alert for a many-faced agitator within their midst. Not even a stray cat is beyond scrutiny. While Samadare can no longer act so brazenly, I'm afraid this means his trail's gone cold. We'll also have another problem. When he pushed me into the Ruby Sea, the remedy I carried was soaked in salt water. I'm afraid it's no longer effective. No doubt his plan from the start was to eliminate the one means we had of undoing the cocoon's mimicry. We're at a disadvantage too great to ignore, which is why I intend to synthesize a new batch. Just about to go procure the necessary ingredients from the supplier when you arrive. Why don't you join me? I've never heard of such materials. Where are they found? Deep in the forests of Tyrol, a land beyond the Great Sea and far, far to the west of here. Tyrol, I'm afraid my supply chain does not extend quite that far. I feared as such. It doesn't help that the materials can only be harvested when the season is right. Even were I to return home now, I doubt I could find what we need. We've no choice but to give up on the remedy. I'm sorry, now we're at the mercy of Samadir's cunning. Hello there. Tell me, have you any salves that might ease my aching back? Sir, this isn't the apothecary. Where are your spectacles? Oh yes, how could I forget? Much better. Sometimes I forget that I'm as blind as a bat without these. Forgive me, Shirakashi. Excuse me, but do those bits of glass covering your eyes help you see better? Well, yes. Are you unfamiliar with spectacles? I've seen folk wearing them before, but I always thought they were decorative, like my choker. Tell me, where can I procure a pair of my own? Yambuki is your man. He has a breadth of artisan contacts that will ensure you receive a pair fine-tuned to your specifications. You'll find his shop on this very street. I'll look for him, thank you. I don't think glasses will help you with illusions? I'm sorry, you must be completely bewildered. I thought a failure of a hunter like me would never be able to aid you in battle, but I've just come to realize there's hope yet. Let's not crowd this stall any longer. Care to join me over there? Wait. She can't see? Is that why she can't shoot? Ever since I was a child, I've had trouble seeing things from afar. That's why my aim with the bow is so poor. I'm not fit to be a hunter, never was. It's only natural that chores like washing sheets and preparing meals fell to me. I always yearned to do more, to be more. I've looked up to Atoka ever since I can remember. No matter how hard I tried, I simply couldn't give up on my dream. I had to be just like her. So I begged her to teach me everything she knew, from the basics of drawing a bow to precise aiming techniques that few hunters use. Yet despite all her efforts, my sight failed me where it counted most. All my life I thought this was simply how nature intended for me to be. I was content to accept my lot. And now that I know spectacles may improve my eyesight, I feel hope. If I could just try them, mayhap my arrows would fire true. I could join you in battle and maybe even strike down Samadir with my own arrow. We may have lost the remedy. This would give us an element of surprise. So I have to try on spectacles. I have to try on spectacles for myself. Alright, let's go meet this Yamabuki. Ad start in 45 seconds. Probably take a quick break then. Pair of spectacles, is it? I can certainly get your order in the pipeline, but I'm afraid there will be a wait. I'm fresh out of supplies, you see, and the next shipment isn't due for a number of weeks. Of course, if you're in a rush, you could roll up your sleeves and get the materials yourself. All you need is the glossy shell of an azure hospital and a cluster of Arlent quartz. Bring them here, and my affiliates can begin work immediately. Who knows what scheme Salamander might contrive should we let down our chase for weeks. Would you be willing to lend me a hand with procuring the materials? We split up, we should be able to gather them in the blink of an eye. Quite the eager pair I see. In that case, I dare say you'll be able to negotiate with the Blue Kojin for a carapace of splendid quality. I visit Tamamizu during my investigations in the Ruby Sea. I'll handle the shell. That leaves you with the Arlent quartz. Pray look for a cavern near Shoal Rock in the Ruby Sea. Sprinkle some glittering gravel to lure Shoal Iwamushi from its lair within and retrieve a cluster from its shell. Let's meet back here when we're finished. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick break while the ad's playing. Alright, I'm back. I'm in the cave. Hey, gamer. Long time no see. What's up? I thought you had clips. Do you not have clips? You might not. Maybe I was wrong. But I hope everything's going well with you. Ah, you're the first return. I trust you have the courts in hand. Oh, how's that going? Excellent. This will make for a fine pair of lenses. Yeah, we need only wait for your friend. I'm hoping I'm not into spoiler content. I'm doing role quests for Dawntrail. I pretty much completed the main storyline, but I am doing the role quests. So, spoilers, just in case. Nearing the end of Act 2. Cool. What do you mean? Audio only. What do you mean? You don't hear me talking? Or are you talking about the game? Hold on. I'll pull it up on my phone. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, audio only. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get what you're saying, because I've done that with my husband too. I would put him on audio only so I couldn't see what was going on. I could hear it, but I didn't know what was going on. Okay, I gotcha. Oh, yeah, I gotcha. I haven't done that in a long time, so yeah, I forgot. My bad. Sorry, didn't mean to alarm you like that. I spoke with the Cogent of the Blue as planned, but soon learned that Hawksbill shells have been sparse of late. They were reluctant to part with a single one. I was able to wear them down, though, until they proposed an exchange. If I dealt with the Red Cogent who invaded their fishing grounds, they'd spare a shell. I knew my bow would be useless, so I took a leaf out of Knight's book and fought him up close and personal. As you can see, I took quite the beating, but so did they. So it may be a little worse for wear, but the trouble is worth it. I have the shell as promised, and with it, your associates can get started. Indeed they can. Let us first measure your eyesight, and then they can get to work. Dawntrail, for me, gamer, was really good, so I liked it. It was a nice change of pace from death and destruction and gloom and doom. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was still death and destruction, but at least they waited a bit for it. This is incredible. Everything is so vivid. Well, I'm sure I could hit a bird over the horizon come night. I want to fire some test shots at the sign over there. Hold on, that seems like a fine way to earn the ire of the Second Segumi. I'll prepare some targets for you, so let's move somewhere less crowded. Of course, thank you for going to the trouble. I wouldn't say low stakes, it's just... You know how it was just so... Like, it was building towards, like, something climactic for almost... Like, it started with post-Realm Reborn, and then you had the war with the Javonians in Heavensward, and then the war with in Stormblood between Doma and Alamigo and the Empire, and then you had this stuff going on with Shadowbringers, Endwalker. It's like it never slowed down. So it slowed down just enough to kind of ease us back, because it's like, I don't know how you can keep going through all that traumatic stuff and not have a break. Kinda, yeah. I think there's connections to it somewhat. Like, I got a feeling they're still gonna connect stuff. Like, we haven't seen everything yet. That's just my feeling on the matter. And that's because I probably connect things a lot more. We'll see. I could be wrong. I did it. I really did it. After all these years, my aim is true, and it's all because she didn't have glasses. No, it's more like, well, I can't really tell you what I'm thinking because you haven't played it. So hopefully I'm still thinking what I'm thinking by the time you get to this. But there's a reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. There's stuff connecting everything. We're just now getting to more of the stuff. It's just not going to be so focused on the Asians anymore. When we find Samadare, he won't know what hit him. I pretty much accepted for now that I'm the last Asian. There might be more, but for now, I'm the last Asian. Well, there is the other guy, but you haven't done post-Walker, right? I don't know if I can properly describe this feeling to you. After so long, I don't feel like someone pretending to be a hunter. Finally, I don't feel like a burden. As soon as I catch even a whiff of Samadare's trail, we stop him for good. And when that moment arrives, please lend me your strength for one last time. Together we'll retrieve the cocoon and return to my village. Kiyuki is eager to discuss new developments with you. I do have something. Oh. I get that, Sari, but there's still going to be ties. I'd almost put money on it if I was a betting person. There's going to be some ties to the old stuff, but yeah, they are setting up for new stuff, but there's also a lot of stuff that they haven't completely finished yet. That they haven't. I'm just glad the Asian arc is done. I hope. I hope. I don't need no more Asian trouble. But I like the pacing of this expansion. It was really good. At least I thought so. That's why I get a little upset when people's like, I hate it. I wish you stopped playing. I'm like, well, okay, you stop playing then. I'm going to keep playing. If you don't like it, fine, but don't stop me from playing. Your timing could not have been more impeccable, Knight. A person claiming to be an acquaintance of yours stopped by just moments ago, wishing to have a word about Samadare, no less. They're presently waiting in my room, so give me just a moment and I'll bring them there. I just hope they don't kill off some of my favorites like Thancred and Urianger. I really, really will get upset. You look well, Knight. Forgive me for eschewing pleasantries, but there is an urgent matter I wish to discuss. What did we eat the night before our trial in Bardham's Meadow? I believe we feasted on gulo meat. You and he competed to see who could bring back the greater hall. It would seem you too have grown weary of imposters, and we can proceed straight into the heart of the matter. You appeared in Mol a few days ago, claiming he had been driven to madness, that he was assembling an army in Doma with plans to conquer the Azim Steppe. So he's still impersonating me? For a blessing, we'd already received word from Doma Envoy that an agitator was mimicking others and saw the ruse for what it was. Fortunately, when we attempted to capture them, the impostor transformed into a sheep and disappeared among the bands grazing on the plains. When I informed our friends in Doma of the incident, I was told you have been using Kugani as a base to track down the perpetrator. I thought it best I apprise you of this happening. Thank goodness. I'd like to see some good ones for a change. I can't be the only one that wants to, you know, Not murder everybody. Samadare, he won't relent. His schemes won't end until we make them end. You may discover a clue as to his whereabouts in Reunion. If anyone in the steppe has seen him, that is where they will be. Now, I must alert the others to this treat. May the wind speed your way. I don't know why he keeps impersonating me. Off to the Azim steppe, then. With any luck, someone in Reunion will have insight to offer. Conflict. Not besides the normal quarrels between tribes, certainly no disputes on the scale you speak of. But I have heard rumors that Magni has been sneaking out from the Dawn Throne. Where could he be going and to do what, I wonder? Someone stirring up trouble. A quarrel among the tribes is as common as the rising sun. Not a day goes by without it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have goods to sell. Kindly continue your inquiries elsewhere. Conflict is forbidden in Reunion. This is known as for my tribe, all is at peace. I heard a rumor of interest, however. Seeing Magni of the Oranir has been behaving strangely of late. Perhaps that is related to the matter you were investigating? Were you able to learn anything of interest? I've also heard the rumors pertaining to this Magni. One person even stated they saw him headed towards a place called Barnum's Meadow not long ago. May I have his is the form Samadare has chosen to take on. Whatever the case may be, we'll find the answers at Barnum's Meadow. We can't allow Samadare's depravities to go on any longer. Steel yourself. We're in next week face and we're putting an end to all of this. Good, you're ready. Once the battle begins, there's no telling which form Samadare might take, an eminent warrior, or fearsome beast, or worse. He's also shown more scrupulous behavior in his preparations of late. Whatever his form, we would do best to assume that he has thoroughly studied his strengths and will use them to full effect. Yet I'm not the feeble hunter I was before. Together with your martial might and my exacting eye, we will defeat him. At long last, Itoka shall have her vengeance, and my village shall see the cocoon returned. I wouldn't mind more Asians if they were more like Knight, my character or whatever. I wouldn't mind that. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is so wrong on so many levels. My beautiful, bright sun, I would bask in your warmth till my flesh returns to the earth. Oh my god! I'm so glad I picked this one first! Oh my god. Has the feral dog gone rabid? You speak these honeyed words to lure me into your cot, only to slit my throat as I sleep? Hush, fool, I am your Nama. Though we've had our disagreements in the past, I've come to understand my actions were born of love. Yet only now that I'm forced to wed do I realize this. Despite my shame, I wish to confess my feelings before it's too late. Wed? A Dorthali beast like you? To whom? To what? He and of Doma, by becoming kin, he seeks to leverage the influence of Dorthal to claim dominion over the steppe. But Doma knows no shame. You would actually really believe that, you dummy? Very well, I will consider your proposal far-fetched though it may be. I cannot overlook the possibility that you are my Nama. But first, we must gather our warriors. The Doman's impudence cannot go unpunished. We march for Doma come morrow's dawn. That is not your moon. You, what are you doing here? Is it not obvious? They are spies of Doma, come to quash any thought of resistance. You must kill them quickly. But she is the Khan. Wow! You two are quite the persistent pair. I'd hoped to strike at your backs from the shadows, but now you forced my hand. I will select from my repertoire the greatest warriors I've witnessed and use their strength to give you the death you so crave. Oh, poor Magni. Beginning with her. It's Toka. He's gonna summon a Toka. Yep, called that one. You know, they're not that hard to figure out once you've done this game long enough. How dare you? When my arrow pierces your breast, Itoka will finally know peace. yeah, I'm supposed to get her out. Okay, my bad. I mean, first of all, she would never marry him. Ever. Not her. No way. She'd be more likely to marry another girl. Oh, nice. This fox right here that I'm fighting? Oh, cool. Nice. Does it form in here in Stormblood area, or is it another area? Or is it over there in Tirali? Okay, cool. Oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Normally, fates are a lot harder than that. Or, not fates, the duties. What did he do with the person he impersonated? Where is she at? No! Okay, cool. Oh, she got him! Poor girl, she's been blind her entire life pretty much, and all it took was a pair of glasses. It's Toka. It's finally done. What am I doing here? I feel as though I've just woken from the strangest dream. Well, you see... This cowardly cur assaulted you from behind and knocked you unconscious. You have shown the sun disgrace this day. You will feel his scorn impressed upon your flesh. You shall forget the warmth of his radiance. In the shadows will you scream, yet none will hear. Prepare yourself. Oh my god, this is awesome! Death would have been too good a fate for him. He deserved to spend the rest of his days feeling the weight of his crimes. Now we've honored Itoka's memory and reclaimed the cocoon. No words can express my gratitude, Knight. I can finally go home, but my community awaits our foremost hunter's triumphant return. What expression will come over their faces when the village disgrace arrives instead? I don't know if I can bear to see. Our journey to reclaim the Dreamweave cocoon has come to an end at long last. Would that I could return home in high spirits. As I recall, you said Sashepia is the one who requested your help, yes? Let us make the journey back to Tuliola and report to her all that has happened. This one was good. I like this one. This one was pretty good. Oh, I gotta get fox ears. Fox ears be good for roleplay, right? I'm still trying to learn about it. I need to talk to some non-creepo role players. Non-creepo. Do those even exist? I just want to have fun. I don't want weird. You're back. Were you able to retrieve the Dreamweave cocoon? I remember playing Dungeons and Dragons, D&D, back when I was like, you know, a teenager, before I had my kids. And that was a lot of fun, so I kind of want to do stuff like that again. Just, yeah, I know. I'm going to have to do some research. Itaka isn't with you? Yuki, thank goodness you're alive. Yep, she can shoot now, and all it took was a pair of glasses. May your soul rest in the cocoon's embrace. I can't believe Itoka is gone. Yes, our village's greatest hunter is lost to us, while its greatest failure survives. Here, take the cocoon back where it belongs home. I have no right to return. Don't be ridiculous. You are a child of the forest. You are our dear sister. You can always come home. The entire village has been worried sick about you. We all saw how crestfallen you were, so when you suddenly disappeared, we feared you took your life. For 3 days and 3 nights, we scoured land and water to find you. Yet look at you now, Kiyuki. Not only are you hale and whole, but you have reclaimed the cocoon too. I'm sure that Itoka's spirit, hunted in the forest above, is smiling down at you with pride. There's a roleplay tavern is used to frequent when I had time. It opens Saturday nights on Hyperion. Is that Primal? Please tell me that's Primal, because I've got my Mikode, he's over on Primal. Okay, cool. Wait, I think that is my home server for him. Oh my god! You said roleplay tavern? Where's that at? I'll get with you later. I got you on Discord. I'll shoot you a message. I gotta check it out. And she would much rather you take up her mantle and protect the village than wallow in guilt over her death. Nothing escapes your gaze now, after all, isn't that right? Thank you, Shashepa. It's settled. You will return home with me, and finally our village can breathe a sigh of relief. And it would be remiss of me not to thank you properly, Knight, for assisting Kiyuki in reclaiming the Dreamweave cocoon. You have my heartfelt gratitude. I was little more than a liar and a hypocrite when we first met. But during our time together, I discovered that I'm so much more than that. That with the right tools, even I could become a hunter worthy of following in Itoko's footsteps. Truly grateful to you for helping me to see that. Farewell for now, Knight. I hope that one day our paths may cross again. I've been trying to come up with backstories for both of them right now, and it's like, it's been fun. And I couldn't have done it without you and Sari and Dragon. I've had you three really helping me out along the way, and as I've there's no way I could have even begun to roleplay a game that I didn't understand, and so finishing Dawntrail was probably a good idea. I know I'm not completely dumb, but I'm getting there. Oh yeah, little son. Oh god, the blush on his face was incredible. I took a lot of screenshots of that. I couldn't help it. Magni, I adore him. There's no way that the Dorthal, no way. She would never. She hates him. In fact, her not spitting insults at him, he had a right to be wary. I'm gonna end it early tonight because I need to go out tomorrow, and then so I won't be around for the next 2 or 3 days because I'm going out of town. Can't bring my desktop apparently. So, gotta earn money tomorrow for a hotel room to go get my son. I haven't seen him in 6 months, so I'm picking him up. And then seeing my oldest daughter and my grandson tomorrow, or sometime tomorrow. She's actually cooking for me for the first time since her graduation. So I haven't seen her in a long time, and her food, oh god, I'm so glad I get to try it for once. I can't wait. She's a chef, and I don't get to eat her cooking, so I'm looking forward to that. That is like, I should make like videos or clips or something and send it to everybody on Discord. So if you don't have me on Discord, shoot me an invite to a friendship and I'll shoot you a link, and I'll post her lovely food on Discord. I will enjoy her pot roast. Yum yum. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see who we got to raid out to tonight. Oh, I'm going to. I know I normally don't like taking that many days off, but I'm gonna. I've got rent and another car payment due, and phone bill due, and I don't want to lose my phone and stuff like that. So yeah. But I will definitely be back by Friday or Saturday. So. Who do we got? You guys got any recommendations or no? Oh, there's somebody that's playing Final Fantasy for the first time. Let me peek at these people. Karashin? Okay, we'll raid out to Karashin. Sorry it's such a short stream, but yeah, I actually do need to get some sleep tonight. Yay. Anyway, good night, everybody.